Yeah, boy. Good day, humans. Poetic Desmond here, back in the arena for another set of gameplay. And, yep, I'm back. And we are featuring, this time, Mono Blue Flash deck. Standard, of course. And this is my own concoction of how I see a Flash deck. I just call it a run and gun Flash deck. Uh, surprise the enemies. That's what our Flash for, remember? Okay, so before I begin with the deck build, like I always do, here's some beautiful funky words for you demonic monsters out there. Don't forget to like and subscribe to support this channel. Comment down below for any suggestions on how to improve this deck or suggest a build you want me to feature. Don't forget to share this to your friends who are into Magic the Gathering. And if you are into dark art and poetry, visit my website, poetdustbin.com. I also showcase my decks there. Link in the description. And we're back. Okay, so like I always do with my deck, I subdivide it into columns so you could actually understand on how it runs. Okay, so for the first column, we have our creatures, my counter spells on the second column, some miscellaneous stuff to protect my creatures, draw cards, then of course the lands. Okay, for my creatures, well, all of them are flash. I mean, fast run gun deck. Surprising. Surprise. We have 3 copies of Spectral Sailor. The one that when you pay for, you get a draw card. It's a good start. Want to cast, flash, and flying. Awesome creature. And of course, one of my favorite cards here, the Brineborn Cutthroat. Since we have flash, we're going to be casting our spells before the end of turn of our opponent. But when you do that, this guy here, they gets a +1/+1 counter. Awesome. And of course, we have the Floodpits Drowner. It's a flash vigilance. Vigilance, remember. It's a cool card. It's also a Merfolk. Most of our creatures here are Merfolk. 3 copies of this. You know what it does? When they attack, you can actually, before they attack, you can actually cast this one and tap the creature that the opponent controls, and you put a stun counter on it. What's good about it is on your turn, or since it's flash, you can actually shuffle the Floodpits Drowner. I'm having a difficulty. Forgive me for this. And target creature with stun counter on it into their owner's library. Oh my god, I'm stuttering again. And we have 2 copies of Vodalian Hexcatcher. It's a Merfolk wizard. It gives other Merfolks +1/+1, and also has its ability to counter target non-creature spell unless its controller pays 1. Pretty useful. And the one that we're getting here is it's a flash creature card. It also gives +1/+1 since most of our creature here are well, most of our anyway, Merfolks. And we have a copy of Enduring Curiosity. I'm just trying this one out, just slip it in because I lack 1 card. And we have 2 copies of this one. I love this card. 2 copies of Stoic Sphinx. It's a flash flying 5/3/4 to cast creature, and it has hexproof as long as you haven't cast a spell this turn. So remember, when you cast this on the turn that you cast this, they can actually kill it. So it gets protection after the turn that it has been casted. Okay. And of course, what a great way to put up a flash deck with a shark. Voracious Greatshark flash. When this creature enters, you counter target artifact or creature spells. Awesome. And we got our counters too, of course. Mono blue, counter spells. 3 steps ahead, it's a spree card. Pay an additional 2 counter target spell. Pay an additional 3 colorless mana. Create a token as a copy of target artifact you control. Has to be the one that you control, okay? And the other one is pretty also useful. Draw 2 cards and discard a card. 2 copies of that and 2 copies of change the equation. I always use this in my control deck. Why? Because most of the deck that we're going up against are red decks, which are fast, and green decks which has really humongous creatures with big mana cost. Get to counter them for 2 mana. And we have Negate, of course. It's a must. Counter target non-creature spell, 2 copies of it. And Urza's Rebuff, 2 copies of that. Why? Because if we're gonna be overwhelmed with creature, you can either just choose tap up to 2 target creatures. It saves time, you know, gives you another turn to think about what you're gonna do. And we have 2 copies of Shore Up to protect our creature. Why? It's a nice one because it gets +1/+1 and you get to untap it, and it gains hexproof too. For our draw cards or card advantage, we have 3 copies of Op, Scry, draw card, 3 copies of Into the Roil, bounce and draw card, 3 copies of Quick Study, draw 2 cards, and 2 copies of A Flow of Knowledge, draw card for each island you control. I was supposed to put more on this, but you know, it's 5 to cast. A bit slow for when your opponents are, aggros like red and white, they're gonna be overwhelmed. And of course, we have 23 copies of islands. We need islands, man. We're blue, we're mono blue. Okay, so not as to bore you with all the details and all, we're gonna be moving on to the game. Thank you for listening. On to the game. Now. Here we go. The first game, the opponent quit. So let's do this. Oh, not really nice. But since we have 3 lands and an opt and a counter spell and a bounce and a creature, I think this one's a keeper. Oh, good lord. And yeah, that's not good. Let's keep the island. I need a land and another land. Now we're doing it. We're gonna be countering the next spell that's gonna cast. Go. Ooh, there you go. Just what we need. Yeah. Couldn't block this one. Go on. Get it, boy. Useful, huh? Boom. Now you can't touch me. You cannot touch me. Sacrifice a creature. The beginning of your end step, you get to counter it. Oh, okay. So you get to sacrifice a creature. That's good enough. Or to cast. Go lang. Go. You cannot touch me. Go. You can actually counter it. This one. Boom! You're dead. Bam! Let's do this. Why? Why don't I get to see? Green. Believe me, it's gonna be green. Uh-oh. Not good. Oh, good. Knowledge. Yeah, I don't know. Suspense! I got 3 counters, so you can only attack 1. I'll take it. I'll take all of it. Down to 3, down to 5. Yeah, let's kill that guy. Ooh, look at that. Okay. That's ironic. I get 6-5. Okay. No problem. Go. Get touch. Down to 7 and all. Hindi siya makaka-attack. Hindi ko siya get to tap it. Just flying. No. Sige, okay lang. Go lang. That's the wrong thing to do. Yeah, boy! Pshing! Let's go do this, man. I think it's not good when opponent goes first. Oh, scry, scry, scry. Good for you, boy. Good for you. My God. Oh. That was quick. That was quick, boy. That was quick. So next turn. I go first. Why is it that the shark is always there, man? Like, really? Up or up? You need to be very careful when doing this. Oh, look at that. Tons of negate. Oh. No, I don't want that. Oh, look, no land, man. This is a waiting game, man. Oh, good lord, here we go. God damn it. Come on, put it back. Stop. Okay. Sure, boy. Artifact. I'm just gonna bounce everything back, you know what I mean? He's gonna get nailed. Alright. Outro time! Yep, well, it's been fun playing this deck. I mean, it's not a deck that you go for a standard ranked or anything. It's just a deck to piss off your opponent. I'm happy I created this, and why not? Maybe I'll try to improve it more so that I can take on some big guns. Well, anyway, the main purpose of the deck is just, you know, surprise the enemy. Get a good attack using the Brineborn Cutthroat or the Sphinx. That's like what happened in the previous games. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope that you enjoy the games and all. And I am actually like to ask you to just, you know, subscribe, like, and comment down below anything, you know, suggestions on how to improve my deck, or suggestions on a deck that you want to feature, colors that you want to feature. And don't forget to visit my website, poeticdustbin.com, and also houseofhazelnuts.com. That's my wife's you know, website for food and stuff. Anyway, it's been nice. See you on the next video. Demons, sayonara. Till the next one.